Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? It's America's Credit and Finance Drill Sergeant, the Ruff Rev, as I am known. I'm here this morning because I want to talk about some things, and once again, we're on the road, so forgive the bumpiness, but we want to talk about some things pertaining to small business entrepreneurship. Right now, I'm in my vehicle with a young CEO. I think he's the youngest CEO ever in the history of Pleasantville High School in the CARE program. And I basically, we're on our way to a very important appointment with some high-level executives out of Stockton University for a groundbreaking. You know, we were invited because we ball like that. But anyway, I wanted to question him and talk to him real quick about, you know, how it feels being a 17-year-old CEO. He's a 17-year-old CEO of a tech company, started about 4 or 5 months ago by he and a friend of his at Pleasantville High School. Pleasantville has a bit of a reputation, and it's a negative reputation, but we want to change that. We want to say that there's a lot of young people doing a lot of positive things in the city, and he's one of the primary movers and shakers. So right now, I want to introduce you, help me with the correct pronunciation of your last name, Khristian Orellano. The LL is pronounced Y. And Khristian is a 17-year-old CEO of Red Port Studios LLC. And we wanted to talk about this morning about entrepreneurship, why it's important to get into entrepreneurship, what a difference it can make in your life. And I'm just going to let Khristian kind of talk to you and share his thoughts on how it feels being a 17-year-old CEO. We're going to switch the camera over to him.
We are.
If we can facilitate this, we're on the road, so we got to be safe. All right. All right, Khristian, let me apologize about the editing on the run, but this is what we do. This is what ballers do. Okay, as you can see, Khristian's clean as the Board of Health.
Good morning.
Like, Khristian, talk to the people.
So my name is Khristian Orellano, and I am the president of Red Port Studios LLC. The company started by me and my friend back in November, and basically, for my life, I never really wanted to work for someone. You know, and I hear that a lot around here is that you get your education, go to college, get a degree, get a job. I never really wanted to do that. I wanted to be my own boss and work for myself. So this actually started back when I was a child. I just love technology. I just love looking at computers, whether it is laptops or desktops or phones. And I just remember I had this old family computer that I would take the case off and I would just look at what the insides are. And that's how I really got my first taste of how to function a computer, how to build a computer, how to actually use a computer, the way professionals use a computer. And when I was in high school, I met this guy. His name is Manuel Rauda. He unfortunately isn't here today with us, but we started together sophomore year of high school in MOS certification class. That's when we actually got together, and fast forward 2 years, here we are, we started a company together. And I started my way with app development. Back in April of 2016, I started studying Java, which is a programming language, and I started developing my own app called High School GPA Calculator. Now, this was just a basic app for high school students to input their grades to calculate their weighted or unweighted GPA with ease, because there wasn't really a way that I sort of imagined it for it to do. You had to pretty much do it by hand. And it took me probably 8 months to learn Java and to learn the program Android Studio and release the app. It is now on the Google Play Store under my company name, Red Port Studios LLC, has over 1,000 downloads. And we got those 1,000 downloads in probably 2 or 3 months. So it's just been a blast being my own boss. And I'm still in high school. And I'm pretty much making money while everyone has to go to their jobs and pretty much have set time restrictions that I really don't want. It's just amazing to have that freedom to just make money by myself.
Now, Khristian, let me ask you, I'm off camera, but we don't want to keep swirling the camera back and forth. Let me ask you, how does it, what did it take for you to get to this point? Because I know a lot of people have the will to win, but they don't have the will to prepare to win. Can you talk to the people about how you got to where you are now and the different things you did to take initiative to prepare yourself to be a young CEO?
Well, it took a lot of reading books. Reading is very important. And I know a lot of people say, man, I don't like to read books or stuff like that, but I actually like to read. And I read books on entrepreneurship. I read books on how to build a computer. I read books on programming. And it's pretty much all about enhancing yourself knowledge-wise, getting the knowledge by reading books, or watching videos online as well, YouTube videos. It's how I learned how to build computers or program or stuff like that. You have to actually go out there and get the information yourself and decipher that information to use it to your advantage. A lot of people don't really want to do that because with this, there's no teacher over you to say, do this, do that, here's your homework. No, it's pretty much all yourself. You have to discipline yourself to read books, to watch videos, to just learn how to do this pretty much on your own. Of course, you're going to have mentors like I do, Mr. King over here, but pretty much a lot of it is yourself. You have to grind for that sort of knowledge.
Oh, you have to grind. That's some hustler stuff from the street. Like let me say this to you too, Khristian. Your brand. See, I talk to a lot of young people about branding, and you had a brand even before you had a company. Like your brand was always being a good student, being on time, being conscientious, getting good grades. And you took that and you enhanced that and you took it to a whole nother level with Red Port Studios LLC. Now, I consider you an expert in your field. You became an expert because you put in that time. You put in the time, you put in the work, and you put in the study. Can you talk to the people a little bit about how it is that 4 years of high school, nobody else saw what it was that I saw in you guys. In 4 minutes, I saw it. How was it all these people walked past you and they talked to you, and there was different people, that counselors and whatever, but nobody took the initiative to say, hey, these kids really got something here. How is it that I could see something that all these people, in you guys, that all these people couldn't?
Well, I really think it goes back to the mindset of this whole Pleasantville thing. And I mentioned it before, get your education, go to college, get a degree, and then get a job. That's pretty much everyone's set, path for them. Now, none of these teachers, or I don't think any of these counselors, they really have experience with starting a business, or they never really thought it was something that they could do. So they never really told students, hey, you can start a business too. Because...
Now, isn't that interesting? So, Khristian, basically what you're saying, if you're not an entrepreneur and you don't have an entrepreneur mindset, that's not even on your radar.
Right. I believe so.
So, part of it was that me being an entrepreneur, I immediately saw it where other people couldn't.
Right. You had that experience that pretty much none of the teachers or any other counselors really had, to say, hey, you can go out and do this. You can start your own business. Because they never did it. And they never probably even thought about doing it. So,
And Khristian, talk a little bit about some of the haterism that goes on, because even with all the good that you guys are doing, there's some people that are hating a little bit.
Right. Well, there are some people, of course, out there, and there are fellow students of mine that say, hey, your company, yeah, okay, it's good, you're good, but it's gonna fail. You're not gonna make it as big as you think you are. I'm not sure whether it's because I started to do something that they couldn't do, or they want to do but don't, but they just don't. There's also some teachers out there and some counselors. They still say, go to college, get a degree, get a job. They don't really have that sort of vision for my business that I do. And some of that I just take it, say, okay, I'll show you what I can do. I'll show you that I can take my business to new heights. So that's just basically how I deal with it.
Man, this is really beautiful, Khristian. Do me a favor, swivel the camera back over if you can to me, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about all this on the fly editing, but right now Khristian and I are pulling up at this groundbreaking ceremony, and I see a very important lady right here, Miss Nicole Marsh, who's our contact, who invited us. We're here with a bunch of dignitaries to celebrate the groundbreaking of the new next gen Stockton Airport project. And I wanted Khristian to come out here to meet some of these heavy hitters because he's a young CEO. And oh, by the way, look to your right, Khristian. There's ABC News, so maybe
there is.
maybe
I get spotlight.
maybe you'll get some airtime. We're gonna cut this video right here, but I just wanted to say that networking is very important, and one of the reasons why I wanted Khristian to come out here. He's only 17, but there are a lot of people that don't think a young minority can do anything of any value, and we need to let people know that there are young Black and Latino kids that are sharp, they're on point, they're on time, they get good grades, they're doing good, and these are the up and coming people. These are the people that are going to be running the country soon. And Khristian is going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. I'm predicting it. You heard it here first on my web channel, the Ruff Rev, America's Credit and Finance Drill Sergeant, also known as King-Bey. But in any case, I wanted him to come out here and network, something that it took me years and years and years to realize that I need to do. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we're so busy with our heads down working that we don't stop and take the time to let people know, hey, I just discovered fire. You know what I mean? You guys can be warm now. We can cook the meat. You don't actually have to eat it raw. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just discovered fire. Look, this guy just discovered fire with this app. So I wanted him to come out and hobnob with some of these people who think they're important and let them know who's really important. It's young men like Khristian, and this is my dude right here. I'm gonna try to get us on camera together. Yo, hi Mom, don't we look like brothers? I know I'm a little bit darker, but it's cool. Hey, look, Khristian, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Shake hands, congratulations, man, I'm proud of you. And look, at the end of the day, it's all about motivation, inspiration, doing something positive for America and America's youth. Take care, God bless you. It's America's Credit and Finance Drill Sergeant signing out. Peace.